Welcome back. I know it took a long time, but as mentioned earlier, I'm busy with doing other things at the moment. We're gonna reveal the weight of this one here today. So first we check the scales. I don't know if it's visible. It's 0. That's 50, 70, 90, and 100 grams. Okay, so we know the scale is good, so let's put that on, and it's 113 grams, which is 4 ounces. That's what it says here. 113 grams. So we'll figure out who the winner is, and he'll get it. I put it in the comment. I don't know right now what the guesses were. Not many. I think only 2 or 3. Alright. That's it from this one. So we're in the serious phase of moving here. I just acquired some boxes. They're actually Euro pallet size and not the best quality, but they're one-off movements. Company which sells bearings and things like that. I got 8 of them, so hopefully we're gonna get all the small bits of the workshop in them. One is a bit damaged, we need to fix that, but yeah, apart from that they're okay. Alright, let's unload them and fill them. Just got another delivery, a bonsai pallet truck. Apparently the driver hasn't got the skills to drive in my driveway, so he was pulling it all the way down here. It's easy. Big trucks actually made it, because we need to move these pallet boxes and a few other pallets. I thought I'm going to buy one. I opted for a stubby one because that would be very handy to move around in the workshop. It's as wide as a standard Euro pallet, 800mm forks. They're actually more expensive than the big ones, but that's what it is. And yeah, it's Italian made. They actually have a video on their website how they make these things, and I opted for, it was a little bit more expensive than a Chinese one, but honestly it looks fairly well made. And I watched a series of videos where they make them, and I was actually impressed how quick they make them. And yeah, interesting color, bit different to the normal orange, but yeah, it's a standard design. Opted for the twin rollers because on uneven ground, even on the concrete floor, it's better to have 2 rolls. Makes it so much easier to move. You can get it cheaper, about £50 cheaper with a single roller, but you don't want to do that. This thing is rated for 2.2 tons, and it was 290 pounds, which is roughly about $350 or so. Maybe $370, I don't know what the exchange rate is at the moment. But yeah, I think it's a good investment, because you can buy a second-hand one for half the money, but then you got a rotten thing, which usually leaking cylinders and things like that. And also these do 200mm lift, where the other ones, most of the cheap ones, only do 190, so 10mm more is actually quite a bit sometimes. Alright, that was that. Gonna unpack it, find a place for it, and yeah, we're gonna move the stuff out of the storage area here and start filling the boxes, the pallet boxes. Right, that's the plan for today. So we're starting to filling the big ones. Got 8 of them, so we'll fill them with the heavy stuff, and then we're good to go. Sunday afternoon now, or Sunday evening. Call it a day. Carry on next week. Alright, we'll keep you updated with the progress. Welcome back. Today we got a little bit of a different job. We got this little old Honda Civic Mark II. It's a 1980 model. 2-speed Honda-matic, very rare actually. Quirky gearbox. It's a manual gearbox with a torque converter and you shift manually. No clutch. Quite interesting. Because we're moving, I'm gonna sell it because got quite a few people interested, and needs a bit of work, but it runs and drives. Needs a bit of welding on the other side, but the wheel arch doesn't look very nice. But I got a 4/4 panel, which costs a fortune actually, but I found one. Was collecting spare parts for the last 10 years on this one, but honestly I don't have the time. I got too many motorbikes. Alright, we need to fit a new battery because this one was already end of life when I parked it up, so we're just gonna fit a new one and then we'll fire it up. Yeah, it runs nice and smooth. The problem was the fuel pump was dry, and it's a mechanical fuel pump down there, and it needed a bit of cranking to get it done here. So, right. And as being a 2-speed Honda-matic, again there's no clutch. All you do, that's reverse, and then you're gonna wait a little bit, especially if in high idle, and then the brakes are a bit stiff. And it drives. Okay, I need both hands. I'll come back. Yeah, I need both hands because the steering has no power steering, and I need to reverse a little bit here. Alright, so we're back on the Honda. We need to change this fuel line here. It's actually a bit of a problem on this car because the tank is so low, and if this fuel line is a little bit perished, the fuel goes back into the tank and it doesn't start because the mechanical fuel pump doesn't really like air. It takes an awful lot of time to crank because it's a mechanical pump, so no electrical pump, which you just turn on and it builds up some pressure. But yeah, this is old-fashioned technology, so we're going to change that fuel line and put some pipework here. We'll find something. Once this is done, we suck the fuel back to the pump and then we crank it and hopefully it runs okay then. This is original miles here, and it runs quite nice actually. A bit rattly, but that's how they are. They got a relatively high valve clearance and something runs fine. Radiator fan kicks in at temperature. I replaced the fuel line here because they just leak. They don't look like, but they leak. Also changed the ignition coil and the ignition box because the spark was a bit weak. I had to start anyway, so whoever buys it got a new ignition coil, and the electronic module is been good so far. Alternator is working. Yeah, good. Happy so far. That's what it is. Tomorrow someone is coming. He said he's going to buy it. Sad to see it go, but I have no time. Absolutely not. Got some spare tires. A tank, which is unobtainable actually. Got that somewhere many years ago. Alright. That's it so far from the Honda. Maybe we're gonna film it when we load it to the trailer. Anyway, that's it from this one. It even spins the wheels in first gear. Yeah, he only got 2 gears. Does 60 miles an hour in first gear. Right, that's caravan packing boxes. Now we got another delivery here. Another one of these fuel wires, and I'm gonna unpack it and assess what's wrong with it. Probably the usual stuff. Electronic unit or head unit dead. We'll fix it. Groupie is doing probably the last time here. We use a little Jenny because otherwise otherwise you if you use the trimmer. Oh, he's coming. No interesting post. Yeah, we use a little Jenny. No, just car insurance. We use a little Jenny because otherwise you're gonna have 50 meters of cable running around here. Alright. Someone's coming for the Honda today, so hopefully that's going. Lots of bits and bobs for the Honda. Alright, let's carry on with whatever comes along here. So we're making progress, filling boxes. Just acquired another pallet box and pallets. They were just crying, take me, and I did, because you can't have enough of this stuff, because all the machines have to go on pallets. We need to repair some of them, but yeah, that's free stuff, you know. Alright, that's where we're at the moment. That little thing in the cling film wrap goes, that's a mill head I sold on eBay. It's gonna go, and yeah, getting there slowly. At least some progress. We'll keep you updated. Well, that's where we're at. Plenty of boxes here. Everything is full of boxes. The whole house is full of boxes. But we're getting there slowly, very slowly, and yeah, we just carry on. Hopefully we're gonna move soon.